to see, yep, broadcast is live. Let's see what pops up.
Rip Red Rocket is only a 10-minute wait.
No, there's not many people there.
I can't even see any of it.
All right, Greg, it's all you.
Excellent. Well, good afternoon, Shipping Company land. We are here today live at Universal. We're just going to give you a brief preview of what's going on for Halloween Horror Nights. Let me know that you're out there. Let me know that you're live. Say hello. We'll give you a shout out. Let's have some fun as we walk down the street here at Universal. We're just starting out today by the Universal store at the front gates. Let's just go see. There's a lot that's up there. There's a lot that's out for Halloween Horror Nights 30. So we're really looking forward to this. I hope you guys are too.
It's not too busy today.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm starting to see people. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Patrick, I see you. Randy, I see you. Hey, guys. So we are definitely trying out, going live here at Universal just to show everybody a brief view of what's going on Halloween Horror Nights 30. Pardon me while I walk right into a bunch of people stopping. As you can see, if you come down the main street here, most of it is decorated already. Penny, hey from the UK. Thanks so much for joining us today. Jamie, guys, it's so nice that we're in the middle of, what are we about, 12:25 on a Friday afternoon, walking down the street at Universal Studios Orlando, having a great time, checking out Halloween Horror Nights. So what I'm going to do, just so everybody's on the same page, we're just going to walk down, check out a few things, and then go into the tribute store that just opened up yesterday.
Hey, Greg, wait a minute. What are you passing by right now?
So we are on my left-hand side. You will see we're on the building for Despicable Me. And this is actually the front gate area that you'll enter through for Halloween Horror Nights. So this is the main entrance to get in here. On my left-hand side is Despicable Me. Right-hand side of me, everybody's favorite, Shrek.
So those are like things you could take pictures with and whatnot there on the ground?
Absolutely. So yeah, these are basically selfie spots. And they look amazing. They really are 3D. They kind of pop out at you. It's really pretty cool. As you guys can see, I'm trying to get the good angle for you guys. So they are 3D looking and built that way. And now we're looking back towards the entrance and towards a giant storm that's coming right at me. So we're going to stay live until this storm hits us. We're going to go continue down the main street. This is Hollywood Boulevard. What do they call this actually, the road here? I've never paid attention to that.
I think it's the wrong part if you think it's Main Street.
Yeah. Definitely not Main Boulevard. I don't know. We'll come up with something. Pam from Massachusetts, thanks for joining us today. We're coming up right on Monsters Cafe, and we'll give you guys a brief overview of. To my left, you will see Rip, Rock, Ride, Rocket, the 3 R's. And I always hack that one.
I always pick Motley Crue for that one. I like that song.
So, give you guys a little trick here. So there's a secret menu in there. And I always go to Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog because it's the juxtaposition of that is just really odd. So we're actually on my right-hand side, sorry for the quick move there, is Monsters Cafe. And past Monsters Cafe, right in front of the roller coaster, you will see where the main stage is. They show videos. This is where the Olympics, they were showing live. You can see that they've set up games. Universal Play Pass this year. There's a whole bunch of games going on. You got pumpkin toss, games of skill, disc drop, everyone's favorite carnival game, hoops. They actually have pretty big prizes too, which they're setting up right now.
Hey, Greg,
Bazooka
where
Blast.
are the food booths at?
So the food booths are actually right near the tribute store. We're actually coming up on them right now. As you can see, this is the real entrance for Monsters Cafe. You can see Frank and Creature from the Black Lagoon up there now. You come down the boulevard, and your first food booth you come to is a sweet shop. And it's actually on your left-hand side coming down the road. And you can see at this sweet shop we have bourbon candy pork belly, Monte Cristo waffle sticks, shattered glass pie candied apple, Ace Space beer float, lots of beer, lots of soda, lots of water. This is going to be amazing. I cannot wait for Halloween Horror Nights 30 to start. So here we come up to the actual food booth, which is across from Race Through New York with Jimmy Kimmel.
Are any of them open right now?
So there's nothing open right now for Halloween Horror Nights. None of the booths are open. They're not doing it during the day. They actually had a few chefs in 2 or 3 of the booths today working on them, getting sure that everything works and everything tastes properly. So we were watching that earlier. So here we come up to actually our first food booth you're going to come up to. You can see Transformers. It's up here on your right-hand side. We're on that back lot. And we come to We Slaughter Barbecue. You got Texas margaritas. You got Coca-Cola barbecue. Roasted lamb spit. When was the last time you were at a theme park and got roasted lamb spit? You got severed ribs, Grandma's skeleton tray, which is plant-based sausage and chicken. Grandma can keep it. Unless you're vegetarian or vegan, then you would probably love it. Oh, look, I can actually see the chat popping up now. This is great. Folks, you're dealing with us as we get this working properly, and it's been going great, and now I can start seeing the chat. I think it was just backed up a little bit for me. Randy, I see you out there making me hungry too. This is great. Now I can see you guys on the chat without having to switch over, so I'm not going to be stuttering as much. Haley, I hear you. I don't know a lot of people. So here's some of the beer options, the draft beer options. Look, Halloween Horror Nights is an adult thing. I mean, it's not pure adults, but it is adult oriented. I personally, I think 13 and above, if they've seen horror shows before, I think they're fine. I think they'll understand it. But it's an adult nighttime thing. So lots of beer. We have Hacker Shore Oktoberfest beer. I'm going to hack that. We got Whole Hog Pumpkin Ale, Voodoo Ranger IPA, Orange Blossom Pilsner, which works in Florida, Jewel Juice. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to try it when it comes. Mango Rum Punch featuring Myers Original Dark Rum with cherry brandy, lime, and a hint of allspice bitters. It sounds like pumpkin spice latte while drinking. Penny from the UK. There we go, guys. Now I'm starting to see your chats coming through. So I'm going to get you over to this tribute store. We're passing by Jimmy Fallon. Dale from Wisconsin, thank you so much for joining us. All of a sudden behind me, there is a storm brewing that wasn't here 5 minutes ago. So we're going to go over to the tribute store. Hopefully this is going to stay together the whole time. We're going to keep staying live. We're by, what do they call this? Is with the, where the statues are, and we're coming up to the tribute store. You can see on the one side, we're just past Jimmy Fallon. Hey, Colin, thank you so much for joining me from the UK. Guys, we really do appreciate you just popping on here. We'll go live, and you guys get to come on, watch what we're doing down here at Universal. Check out all the new stuff. Halloween Horror Nights is coming. You can see some of the stages down this street. So the tribute store is on my left-hand side. We're going to go into that in a second here. I just wanted to give you guys some of the staging that's going on. So we're almost to the Mummy, and you can see some of the stages that have been built. Now, they have a lot going on here. There's a lot of stages up. There's a lot of things put out for Halloween Horror Nights already. And we've noticed that some of it's been up for a month because of how much they're putting up this year. They're definitely making up for the lack of Halloween Horror Nights last year. So Universal is doing an amazing job this year trying to make up for people just missing it. And it's really cool. So you can see some of the staging here. I'm going to make a quick left. William, how you doing today? Thanks so much for joining us. We are in front of the Paradise Theater. Revenge of the Mummy is in front of us. Do I feel like it's going to be worth it? Pam, I can be 100% sure it's going to be worth it this year. In past years, only on weekends and certain nights I would have said yes. But because this year there's a pent-up demand for Halloween Horror Nights. William from Delaware. Again, thank you guys so much. All of a sudden, it is a storm of brewing. So let's go check out Tribute Store, see some of the new merch. We're going to hopefully keep connected during this, but I wanted to show you guys at least the front area, some of the new merchandise, because some of it is really cool. A lot of throwback stuff.
And let us know where you're watching from.
So, Tribute Store, they did an amazing job with. I can feel the rain coming down now, guys. And it's perfect. It's a beautiful day. If you're not in Florida today, I hope you guys get down here soon. Robbie, great to see you. Holly from Davenport, great to see you. Thanks for joining me today. So let's go inside the Tribute Store, give you guys a sneak peek as it starts pouring outside. Hopefully we stay connected this whole time. We are on internet, or sorry, we're on 5G, so don't want to give too much away. But here we are inside the brand new Tribute Store. The Tribute Store, again, guys, just opened up yesterday. A lot of Beetlejuice stuff, a lot of snacks, lots of treats. Really great vibe and feel inside here. So I'm going to kind of let it just explain itself here for a few moments. Some of the new Halloween Horror Nights merchandise here. It's a brand new shirt they have out. And the shirts are $30. So hopefully you guys can see that. First thing you see when you guys come in, giant polar bear. And his two acorns? We'll go with that. Robbie, coming down to the Universal Studios Orlando version, I'm sure you've been out to Hollywood, being from California area. It's really nice. It's only a few miles from Disney. We recommend coming here for a few days. You'll fall in love with it. You get a lot of the high-speed roller coasters and rides that they're known for. You get Halloween Horror Nights, which is one of, if not the best, after-hours attraction they have in Orlando, especially at Halloween time. As you see, I mean, they have the skulls out. A lot of the throwback stuff for the last 30 years, really. So it kind of has everything. So we're in the first room of the Tribute Store. Tasha, picked up your magnet today, Tasha. Trying to find pins. So let's check out the other side over here. They do have the molds again, so you can make your Frankenstein's monster mold. Something really cool from the past few years. They do have a lot of the masks. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man for the Ghostbusters. You can see Billy. Shorty's here. Fatso. We got Michael Myers. Chucky's down there. Scarecrow. This is just a history and a who's who of Halloween Horror Nights. Again, the theme is over the top. They just do an amazing job. So here's the blow molds they have every year. This one is Frankenstein. Let's get a little close up there. Okay, some of the other merch they have out, guys. Some of the tumblers. I know some of this is hard to see, so I'm going to try and get it up close to you. A lot of Frankenstein, a lot of the old school monsters. Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Bride of Frankenstein. That house looks amazing this year. You can get your Frankenstein mask, Frankenstein Monsters mask. I'm just going to say Frankenstein Monster for now. The Bride of Frankenstein, she is everywhere also. So into the next room, and this is the bust room, I call it. They have the bust of some of the great past Halloween Horror Nights figures. You can see the bust of, I forget what Grandma's name is. We'll call her Janine, Grandma Janine, until I figure out what her actual name was. A lot of the masks that are in here. The butler's here. The new house this year with Chucky. Some of the merch for Chucky looks awesome. Then we have like a Funko version of all the house's heads. Beautiful Chucky mask here. And we're just going through the brand new tribute store that just opened up yesterday. Kind of walking around, showing everybody what's going on here. About to get into the Beetlejuice section of here. We're in the bust room. Just kind of checking out everything. Some of the new merchandise they have available. Some of the other stuff that's going on here. We're gonna walk around this way, guys. Check out the other side. As you can see, we're right by where Jack is, and they're highlighting Jack as the centerpiece. Right on the mantle, right by the fireplace is Jack, so you can tell that he is definitely the centerpiece of the show this year. Jack goes back, I don't know, 20 years, 23 years. I don't know, Jack was around every year. You can see some of the other Halloween Horror Night stuff going on. A little dark in that area to see that stuff. But more Jack merchandise. Jack is, again, like I said, everywhere. Here's some of the light up stuff that they have going on. So you can buy your own horns, your own devil ears. House on Haunting Hill. Sorry, The Haunting of House Hill. Keep saying that wrong. Is another brand new house this year. Last year, again, they only did 2 houses, and then on Halloween itself, they brought out a special one-day only Beetlejuice house, which was kind of like a shocker to everybody who lived out here, just knowing that they were going to open up one house for one day only, and that was the Beetlejuice house last year. Now this year, everybody gets to experience it and have an amazing time going through it. It was one of the best, most well-themed houses I've ever seen at Halloween Horror Nights. Now we're going down the portrait hallway. Hopefully everybody's still with me. I still see some live video here.
Yeah, you're
So
good. Greg.
hopefully as we get deeper into here, sometimes the feed will cut out. So bear with us. Okay.
Greg, can you still hear me?
I can, absolutely. Thank you, Chip. This room is so creepy, and so I wish you guys were here to feel it, because you walk in here and they have the air conditioning pumped up and you feel like you've gone over to the dead. So here we are in the Beetlejuice section, and you can see you have your dolls.
Greg,
a lot of these shows. Yes.
Make sure you don't say that name 3 times.
Yeah, that's why I stopped saying it real quick. So I'm going to say a few other things and then say his name again. You can see some of the hats, like, look. Some of these are really, really well done. Like, Universal's done a really good job with their merchandise this year. You can see a lot of it is glow in the dark or black light. So it just pops out, especially with what they're going to be doing at nighttime here. Got a lot of the Lydia stuff, Never Trust the Living. Brand new shirt that they just released. They zoom in there. You can see the worm. You can see the parents. Beetlejuice. Let's see, what else do they have? A lot of candy this year with Beetlejuice on it, so you can tell Beetlejuice will be another major highlight. You can always tell that by how much merchandise they actually have out for whichever character or house it is. So a lot more of the ears and tails and everything else you could think of that you would want for Halloween Horror Nights. The place looks spectacular at nighttime, especially when it gets dark. The different lights, everything going on. We have another one of the blow molds here, and this year, again, it is the pumpkin. I believe these are somewhere around, I think, $5. They do take Visa and MasterCard, so if you want to come into the tribute store and get that made. Here's one of the coolest shirts that we can see this year. It has every house on it. So you can see the Beetlejuice, The Haunting of House Hills, Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein, Scary, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, which was amazing last year. I love that one. Let's see, what else? HH Icons, The Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin, Puppet Theater. Those are just some of the houses this year. And then we have the 30th anniversary shirt, which is 30 years, 30 fears. And of course, you have Jack as the main character on that. So we are getting near the tree to near the end of the tribute store. You can just see how well themed Universal does this. And this would be the overall. I actually want to show you guys one really cool thing. And that's the Ringer shirt this year. Hopefully I can get it into a good light. The Ringer shirt really looks good. If I was going to buy something this year, it's the Ringer shirt. Chucky, Frankenstein's monster, Jack on there. Looks great. Actually, you can't see, but it does have the Universal logo on there. One of the best shirts I've actually seen them make in a few years. They do have the denim jacket, which they normally have every year, and it does feature Frankenstein, the monster, sorry. Okay, candy, treats, sweets. This is what you guys want to see. This is so amazing. So, marshmallow candy corn. Candy corn brownies. Some of the nicest looking cupcakes that you've seen. So earlier I was here and got to try the cake in a jar. I got the Jack cake in a jar, and let me tell you, it was red velvet cake, chocolate jimmies. Oh, it was so good. We have some of the cauldron cakes down here, some of the pumpkin cakes. As you can see, some of the decorations for the covered apples. The egg here, apparently, you crack open and it will goo everywhere you go and bleed all over the place. So let me go over and show you exactly what some of this stuff is called. That way you guys can see when you get here what everything's called. And then I'm going to show you two of the coolest things I've seen. So, the cupcakes, you can just see the prices here. I mean, you're looking, it's reasonable. The Jack Jar Cake, again, red velvet, chocolate, really, really good. We also got the Tombstone Trifle Cake. And we're going to have that up later on Instagram. We're going to have it up later on YouTube and on Facebook. So you guys will get to see exactly what we've got to taste today. Prices are not horrible. They never really are for the snacks and treats. But what I really want to show you is the Beating Heart Gummies. And I'll try and stay nice and still. And if you look in the back, you should be able to see the back ones are moving and are actually beating like hearts. It's brilliant how it is done. And then next to it we have some of the other gummies, which I will actually try in a little bit. I just like coming over here and watching the hearts beat. Just really, really well done job, Universal. So, as we're heading out, we do have lots of popcorn, lots of your normal Universal treats that they have out, themed obviously for Halloween Horror Nights 30. You definitely will get a lot of your popcorn bags. Trying to get in the light here so you guys can see it. Yummy. Can't wait to try it. A lot of the extra sugary. You know, it keeps you going on a Halloween Horror Night.
Greg, aren't you carrying a treat with you in your bag right now?
I am, and as soon as we walk out, I will show you guys exactly what it looks like. Hopefully, it hasn't crumbled, but that's the way the cookie goes. Well, yeah, that's a horrible pun for the day. So, you have your registers, and then outside your registers, you kind of head towards the outside. The theming goes until you hit the end of the building. So they do a really good job of making sure that this looks good. Obviously, if you've ever been to one of these, you've been through it. We're at the Township of Cary. Just amazing looking. So we're now outside. We're on the back side of Rip Ride Rocket. It has rained a little bit. I'm going to get into my bag here because we made it through the rain and we did not get wet. That's what a tribute store is great for. So I just want to get over here and show you guys the snack that we got earlier as I pull out of my bag. Trying to do this solo. Normally I have Holly with me, helping me. 1 second. Have to get through a few things. There we are. I can feel it now. So I'm going to find a table over here to set this on so you guys can see this. So we'll go over to Jimmy Fallon's building, and I will set this down for a second and open it up. This is the Jack. Pardon me while I try and open it up. It actually comes in a plastic lid. So, there we go. That is the Jack cake. 30 years, 30 fears. And that's red velvet, chocolate. It's got Jimmy's, sprinkles, depending on where you're from. If you're from Philly, it's sprinkles. I don't know, Chip. You're from Pittsburgh. What do you guys call them? Sprinkles, Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy's if they're chocolate, sprinkles if they're rainbow.
I think they need to have more food served in a jar.
I am all about food in a jar. But it reminds me of the Worms and Mud, Dirt and Worms.
Yeah,
it looks really good. So don't mind the top. The top actually looked very pretty earlier, but because it sat in my bag for a few minutes. So there you go. That's what's going on here at Universal Studios Orlando today. We only have just a few days before Halloween Horror Nights starts. Want to show you guys some of the brand new tribute store that opened up yesterday. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We really do appreciate it. Remember to check all the sites that you guys are seeing this on the Disney Addicts, on the Shipping Company. Guys, we really appreciate everybody out there. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be live, obviously, from one of the nights of Halloween Horror Nights to give you guys a real view of what's going on. But we just thought the tribute store opening up for Halloween Horror Nights looked awesome and wanted to show you guys. So we appreciate it. We thank you guys. This is Greg signing off. We will see you next time.
All right, Greg, thanks so much.